If you're watching this video, that means that you're getting prepared for the CPI report. And the last CPI report that I traded, it was a PR futures day, so you'll want to pay attention to this current video. So what do we got on this chart over here? This is the SPY daily time frame. The light blue lines represent the expected move for Wednesday, and the gold lines represent the expected move for Friday. So basically, you'd only want to buy calls if you think the market can break out of that range to the upside, and you only want to buy puts if you think the market can break underneath that level to the downside. Now for the CPI report, there's going to be a big reaction. There might be a double pump fake. It might pump up and then sell off, or sell off, then pump up. It might just sell off and stay selling off. It might pump up and stay pumping up. So what am I looking for in the SPY? Well, short term, I actually do have a hedge, as in a call butterfly. So basically, I profit if the SPY breaks above 416 and goes all the way up to that 420 level. That's a short-term call butterfly. Longer term, though, I'm taking some bear put spreads to see if SPY can't come back into this volatility box. So that's the overall SPY. You'll just have to watch me trade it at Weenie Trades Live. Let's get into some member ticker requests. Let's go over to TSLA, Tesla. So Tesla today, having a down day, 2.44%, after having a really good uptrend. So look at this. Tesla, nice good higher lows, lower highs, and then we start to break out on earnings. We break out on earnings, we pull back, and we hold the pullback. A nice good buy setup on Tesla over 800. And look at that run, 17%. So now Tesla made a higher high without a lot of follow through, and it made a rising wedge. It started to gap down, closed near the lows. Monday tried to break up, but failed, closed near the lows. And today, just confirming the gap to the downside. So Tesla, in my opinion, pretty bearish. It'd be more likely that Tesla tests this 800 level. However, Tesla's going to follow whatever the SPY does. So if the SPY has a bullish CPI reaction, you'll probably see Tesla at somewhere the 890s level. If we have a bearish reaction to CPI report, you can probably see Tesla down to that 800 level. If we quickly check the expected move from now until Friday, $41 is the expected move for Tesla, and that seems about fair. So if you do think Tesla can test that 800, you do have about $10 extra of wiggle room. Since Tesla's at 850, the target is 800, and there's a $41 expected move. That is where puts can potentially pay. If you think Tesla's going to visit that 890, you still wouldn't want to buy calls because the expected move is $41. So if you think Tesla's going to that 890 level, calls may not pay as well as you might think. And what may even be better than Tesla is TSLQ. And TSLQ is an ETF that inverses Tesla. I know, right? What a savage type of ETF. Just to go inverse on a single stock. Either way, though, it creates pretty good liquidity because it's a lot smaller of an ETF than Tesla being, you know, over $800 a share. This is only $40. So then you can just trade calls and puts on this. The liquidity actually is not as good as Tesla, but it can get the job done. So yeah, you can buy shares of TSLQ if you think Tesla is going to sell off. Again, longer run, Tesla has a lot more bearishness in it, especially if it stays underneath that 800. I wonder if Tesla just put its top for the year at that 930 level. So we'll see. Tune in to Weenie Trades Live for more updates on Tesla. BBBY is up next. And Bed Bath & Beyond having a decent down day, down 14.2%. Oh boy. Now, it's also had a really great run though. So look at this, from 454 all the way up to 1329. You know, when stocks go straight up like that, they're probably going to go straight down. And if you're actually tuning into Weenie Trades Live, I said we need to pull back, or we at least need to go sideways. Well, we definitely pulled back today. BBBY, decent down move. Look at this, breaking all these support levels. Just kind of, actually, we started with a gap up. So we started green by 6%, and then we really just started to sell off. Selling off, lower highs, lower lows, nice good bear flag. Down, kick back into resistance. So BBBY, big sell-off. And we were actually talking about options and how if you are too far out of the money, you're not going to get paid. You want to be trading options that are in the money. So if you own the 11 strike put, that's a lot better than owning a 7.5 strike put. That theta will eat you alive versus theta as a percentage of the total contract value. It's a lot less when you're deep in the money. So BBBY, what's coming up next for it? Well, we had a decent down day. Generally, what I'd like to look at is gaps for reference points. So the gap over here is about 816. We came close to the gap, but we didn't fill it. What that means is it could be bullish, but it's likely not. There's going to be some resistance at 1074. So if BBBY is coming up to that 1074 level, it could potentially be a good area for puts. Again, though, none of this is financial advice. I'm not telling you what to buy or sell. I'm just analyzing charts over here. And analyzing the chart, it looks like there's going to be a lot of resistance at that 1074 level. And I've got an alert set there. Now, if we break today's low, we are likely to see some lower prices, probably a little bit further than the gap. Because remember, we came close to the gap. Since we came close to the gap and didn't fill it, the gap isn't going to be as much of support as it would have been had it been hit the first time around. So what I am actually looking at is this 7.5 level. And that just comes from over here. That's just the nearest support level. So if BBBY is selling off, look for it to probably come down and hit that 750. Unless, of course, we don't break today's low. If we double check the option chain, BBBY by the end of the week, there's only a 29% chance that we even touch 7.5. So maybe we can go maybe as low as something like 8.5, between 8 and 8.5. And what I'm looking at is this probability of touch column. So right here, there's a 62% chance that we touch 8.5. And there's only a 45% chance that we touch 8. So basically, BBBY is saying, yeah, we're probably not going to stay underneath 8 this week for too long. You can always double check on different expirations to see what may be a better fit for you. But that's what I'm doing on BBBY. I'm only going to short it if it's extended into that resistance of 1074. Otherwise, I'm going to let this thing just kind of cool off. We could just zigzag and go sideways for a bit and tighten up. So that's another scenario for BBBY. Next up we got is SMH, the semiconductors. And boy, the semiconductors have also been on a great run. Look at this. Nice good move of 30% off the lows. So far, though, from the highs, we had a decent sell-off. From the highs, we're down about 7.5%. We may have just set a quick higher low. Time will tell. There was a decent bit of volume on the sell side. So remember, if we have low volume on the rallies, that means that the rallies just don't have enough effort in it. There's not gas. There's not any gas in the car. And so basically, there's a gas, though, on the downside, and it's rolling down the hill. So semiconductors, big volume on the downside, that generally bodes a bit of continuation. It may not happen right away. Maybe there's a little bit of a kickback rally from CPI report. But after that, we could tighten up and continue a zigzag on downtrend into the end of August and in through September. So that's the most likely scenario, in my opinion, based off the volume analysis. But if we just briefly check something, I like to check NVIDIA and AMD and Micron. So NVDA, NVIDIA, big down day today, 4%. Big down day yesterday, although the candle closed pretty bullishly. Look at that. Gap down, sell off, back test all the way to the trend line, 182. Gap down, rip up, sell off. So yeah, NVIDIA probably looks like it's going to go sideways based off this chart formation. So not too much info there. AMD was a Weenie Trades trade alert for a 94 strike put expiring the August 19th. Or was it the August 26th? Actually, it was August 26th. So 94 strike put. Nice good move today. And AMD just big sell off from the highs, 11%. It was also, though, on a really big run from 71 all the way up to 104. Think of getting 46% in just a few short weeks. That's amazing. So AMD, similar thing, probably goes sideways and tightens up for a bit, but more likely than not, probably backtests this 9140 area. Let's check out Micron. Micron, poor guidance, same thing. Looks like a doji day today. So if we go on the smaller time frame, big rip up in the morning, awkward sell-off, awkward grind up. So Micron, not too much info there. Of course, on a doji day, I like to mark the lows, mark the highs, and generally whichever way you break, you tend to continue in that direction. So that's the semiconductors. Sideways, but then probably bearish in the next few weeks. Next up we got is AMC. And if you guys watched that AMC video that I posted a couple days ago, I was saying 2650 is the edge of the expected move. We are likely to stay within the expected move. What have we done? We've stayed inside the expected move. In fact, 26 was a great area to short. Now, just because 26 is the edge of the expected move does not mean it's a good area to short, although sometimes it can be, especially if you go way past the edge of the expected move. It depends, though. If 2650 had held the support, there could have been a gamma squeeze for AMC, but again, the buyers just used up all their buying power after earnings. That was amazing. So AMC moving up next, probably just goes sideways again. You know, we can draw, you know, the highs and the lows of today's candle over 24. We can probably go up and test that 26 again, beneath 22. And we might come down and sell off to this 21 level. If we break 21, we could be coming back to this 18.5 on AMC. AMC has a pretty high short interest, so it may not see lower lows for quite a while. It probably just is like, you know, a range-bound stock for a couple of months, just ping-ponging and just offering up a lot of premium for hedge funds to sell premium on. So basically, don't buy options on AMC. In my opinion, they're overpriced on many different levels. Now, of course, you can tune into Weenie Trades live if there's going to be an AMC gamma squeeze, right? So next up we got is BABA. And BABA, you know, China stocks really haven't been doing too well. They may have set in their bottom back over here, back in mid-March. However, BABA, just in terms of the chart, looks really unhealthy. And again, there's a lot of significant risks in investing in Chinese companies. You know, think of all the stocks that there are in the world and that you could invest in. Yes, if BABA fundamentally makes sense, BABA should be like at $300 a share. It should be at $300 a share today, but it's not at $300 a share today. Ask yourself why. Why are they selling off BABA? What stinks about BABA? Why is there a bear flag on BABA? These are questions that we have to ask ourselves. Why is BABA just being so weird? So BABA actually is a short underneath 90.56, and I wouldn't touch it with a 10-put full. I wouldn't invest in it. BABA's a good day trading stock, a good short-term swing trading stock with options, but I do not want to tie up any of my equity in something like BABA. That's just me personally, though. I don't want to tell you what to do. But BABA, no bullish signs until we can really, you know, let's just clear this drawing set real quick. You know, we got higher lows over here, okay, but we got steep lower highs. Whenever we have steep lower highs, it's just not super good. Again, we have big volume on the down days. We just have no volume on the green days. So, BABA, it's one of those things where I would only get bullish if BABA could really sufficiently hold above 120s. And even then, lots of risk in these China stocks. If we double check the option chain into the end of the year for BABA, December, $25 is the expected move. So maybe if you're really bullish on BABA and you think it can get up to that, you know, 130 level, you could buy some calls. That would pay pretty well. You know, you could buy some near the money or at the money calls. But yeah, I think that BABA probably is about $25 lower by the end of the year and probably see something like 72-ish. So we might be retesting the lows on BABA by the end of the year. Based off this chart formation, we could just go sideways and stay within this tightening pattern. And then when we tighten up, we can either break out or break down and look for that volume for extra confirmation. So that's BABA. Lastly, let's check out BRK/B. BRK/B over here, Berkshire. Very interesting chart over here. Lower highs and lower lows. You can just see that visual trend, right? Look, right there. And now we're still running into resistance. We haven't gotten a single candle close above that area. We might sell off and at least test this 284.76 level on BRK/B. Now, of course, based off this candlestick, if we get above and hold above 297.37, hey, we could maybe move up and test the next area of resistance, which would be at about 308 for BRK/B. So Berkshire, Warren Buffett, probably just going to get clapped like the rest of the market. We'll see. You know, just briefly checking on Apple. Apple's been a really strong tech stock. I did a retracement though right over here, and this goes for the market as well. Measure Fibonacci from low to high. Here, I'll do it with you. Let's just clear the drawing set real quick. Let's go to Fibonacci retracements. Go from low to high of this move. And look, the golden fib is where you can still bounce off of and still get trend continuation. And that's 152.90 on Apple. So Apple could drop is basically what I'm saying. Apple could drop about 7% and still be in a nice healthy uptrend. So just something to think about. Lots of downside margin for a lot of these stocks and not a lot of upside. If we double check the SPY, just briefly want to do the retracements from low to high. And look at this. You know, 396 could be a dip buy for SPY and that would be just a healthy little pullback in this wave up. Of course, they can put the pressure on the bears and break this rising wedge bullish, but that's the less likely scenario, unless there's a nice, good, positive news catalyst from the CPI report. So, you guys, real quick, I want you guys to email Romulus. I'm going to play this right here. Email Romulus at romulusteaches@yahoo.com, okay? romulusteaches@yahoo.com. Send him an email saying, hey, I want to join the Zoom call for Thursday Night Live. And that is right at market close on Thursday, okay? Right at market close on Thursday. I'll repeat, right at market close on Thursday. Come join me. Romulus is a pretty cool dude. So join. I'm also going to be having a quick presentation as well at the beginning of that Thursday Night Live. And my goal for that is I want us to surprise Craig Johnson. I want to surprise him with all the numbers that we've got and all the people that we brought to the Thursday Night Live. So that's going to be super exciting. Come join us. I also want to quick update you and remind you guys that, hey, I do offer a trade alert service. The link in the description. You can go check that out. I do offer a trade alert service. If I just quickly come back over here, you know, there's some trades that we took, you know, Roku, bear call credit spread, basically selling Roku calls on the front side of the move. And now I'm going to be getting the max profit. Just one of those trade alerts pays for 1 to 2 months of the trade alerts. So basically shorting Roku on the green candles. Sometimes when you're getting in on the front side of the move, you've got to short on the green candles. Went a little bit high yesterday, and then today, big down day for Roku, 6.58%. If we zoom into the intraday time frame right over here, 81.50. Do you see that? This is a beautiful setup. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high, but then low bases right here at 81.50. Guess what? If that level cracks, look at this, increasing volume. That level cracks, you can go short. So you can sell, you can go short, you can buy puts. Buying puts is usually the easiest way to go. Stop loss can be above the high of the day, and then boom, money. And I just took profits on this next leg down at about that 78.20s area. So nice, good move on the Roku puts. And members getting alerted for that in terms of the swing trade. You know, we talked about AMD. This was live as well. Nike got downgraded today. Nike can be probably weak for quite a while. Let's see if Nike can't crack back underneath these lows in a few months. But Nike, big gap down from this consolidation. You know, high, low, lower high, higher low. Quick higher high into a false breakout, gap down, downgrade. And right over here, this is the critical level. I said it about 5 times. Nike underneath 111. Nike underneath 111. And of course, it may have been a dartboard red day where the market was pretty bearish and a lot of things were selling off. But Nike underneath 111, stop loss can go above the high of the day. Boom, nice good move. Said I was looking for 110. Took TP in front of 110. Nice and simple. So that's just the services that I provide. Again, I'm not telling you what to buy or what to sell. I want you to be self-sufficient. The cool thing about trade alerts is that if you're not available to watch the charts all day, you can see, hey, what's Weenie up to? What's Weenie trading? When's he buying? When's he selling? I'm kind of interested in that. You also get my personal number. So if you ever want to text Weenie or ask me any questions, I'm kind of on speed dial for you. I cannot guarantee that aspect of the service forever, but since we only started it a week ago, I can easily help you with any trade or any stock question or any life question in general. Yeah, that's right. Any life question in general. I also offer the members only. You know, that's like $4.99 a month. Go check it out. You get to see vlogs. You get to see best bullish setups, best bearish setups. I get to break down your stocks. So I personally break down members' stocks. That's these stocks over here, member requests. Only $4.99 a month. Again, I'm not sponsored by anybody. So this really helps support the channel, helps support the stream, helps support small businesses. And that's all I have in today's video. Thanks for tuning in.